Can you imagine a moment so powerful it could stop a war, even for just one day? Well, it actually happened. Let's travel back to the brutal trenches of World War I, Christmas Eve, 1914. For months, German and British soldiers had been locked in a deadly stalemate, living in mud and constant fear. But as Christmas Eve fell, something incredible started to happen along the Western Front. It began with a sound drifting across the desolate no-man's land. Not gunfire, but singing. German soldiers started placing Christmas trees, lit with candles, along the tops of their trenches. Then, they began singing carols like Still Nacht, Silent Night. Hesitantly at first, the British soldiers on the other side responded, singing their own carols in English. Soon, a few brave souls shouted Christmas greetings across the divide. Then, the unthinkable occurred. Soldiers began climbing out of their trenches, unarmed, and walking into no man's land. They met in the middle, shaking hands with the same men they had been trying to kill just hours before. This wasn't an isolated event. It happened at various points all along the front. They shared what little they had: cigarettes, buttons from their uniforms, and rations. They showed each other photos of their families back home, finding a shared humanity in the midst of unimaginable conflict. They even buried their fallen comrades together, holding joint services to honor the dead. And most famously, in several places, they started impromptu games of football. Imagine that, a muddy, makeshift football match between enemies, right in the middle of a battlefield. It was a surreal and beautiful display of peace. Of course, the high command on both sides was furious. They saw it as a breakdown of military discipline and issued strict orders to prevent it from ever happening again. The war would rage on for 4 more brutal years. But for the men who were there, the Christmas truce was a moment they never forgot. It was a brief, shining glimpse of peace and goodwill in the darkest of times. It proved that even in the heart of war, our common humanity can find a way to connect. It's a powerful reminder that we have more in common than what divides us. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as moving as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe to at Battleborn Field History for more incredible moments from history. See you next time.